Hi, I'm Steve Contenti. You've reached the Town Administrator's Table. Today is Tuesday, November 23rd, 2022. We have a great episode today. We're going to walk you through the process of making a rich, healthy compost. I'm here with Bruce Marshall from the compost facility and driver Tony Vieira. We're going to take this yard waste, we're going to bring you through the process, and we're going to have a great day. Come on along.
What a natural.
Yeah.
Hey, Bristol, now what you gonna do? The whole world knows your colors come shining through and through. Hey, Bristol, now what you gonna say? You're gonna have your hands full on Independence Day.
All right, terrific. We just arrived at the transfer station. Tony just delivered a load of yard waste from our neighborhoods. In a little while, you're going to watch it go up to the compost facility to start the process of making compost. Tony, how many trips a day do you make?
Normally, on Mondays and Wednesdays, we normally put out like probably between 5 to 7 trucks a day. And each truck, it weighs about 7 tons, which is 14,000 pounds per truck. It's about 5 to 7 trucks. Mondays and Wednesdays, we need extra help from the guys here, so we both go out on 2 trucks. Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, it's about between 2 to 3 trucks a day, so it's a little bit easier for the guys too. But yeah, and that's, you know, Wednesdays and Mondays, it's the worst days.
Yeah, the heaviest days.
Heaviest days.
When do you stop regular leaf and yard waste pickup for the season?
We stop on December 31st on the yard waste and leaves. Christmas Day.
The 23rd. Yeah,
23rd.
That's right. Yeah, you told me that earlier.
23rd,
The 23rd, and then you do what? Christmas trees?
We do Christmas trees from the 26th up to 31st of January.
Okay, very good. Are there any other special pickups during the winter?
What we do is, because there's so few out there at the curbside, the men will be doing maintenance and such, but we do collect a list of homeowners that do have material out there that needs to be picked up. We ask that they call us, 253-8877. We'll take the address, what they have to be picked up, and we'll make a list and pick it up on Fridays. This way, it's more efficient for everyone involved, and we can get some maintenance done during the winter months.
Okay, great. I appreciate everything that you do. Tony, Bruce, nice work.
Thank you very much.
All right, stay safe. Have a good Thanksgiving, and Merry Christmas, and have a Happy New Year.
Same to you,
All right, looking forward to seeing those Christmas trees coming in.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you up at the transfer building. Jose, we just watched Kevin drop off a load of processed yard waste. What's Tom Andre dropping off now?
What Tom has in this truck is about 7,000 to 8,000 pounds of wet sludge that has been processed at the sewer department. As we saw earlier in an earlier episode, the material comes in, reprocesses, the liquid goes out into the harbor, the solids we have to dispose of. Years ago, we used to bring it up here when it was an active landfill. When it closed and became a transfer station, we had to change the operation. Compost came aboard. So what you just saw was chipped yard waste that contractors and homeowners bring in and we pick up at the curbside. We mix it pretty much on a one-to-one basis with our sewer sludge. It goes through a process, we'll take you through it, and we have a finished product that is available for homeowners and a contract that we have, and it gets sold to
AgriSource.
AgriSource, yes, thank you very much. Tongue-tied and camera shy. But anyhow, we'll show you the whole process. In a moment, Tommy's gonna back up the truck, put it in the mixer, and we'll watch that go through and describe where it goes from there.
Okay, so again, these are the solids from wastewater. Rather than burying them or transporting them up to Johnston to be buried, we use them to make a product.
That's correct. We make
How many trips a day do you make?
We make roughly 2 trips a day on average, because we also work Saturdays and Sundays. We bring about 7 to 10,000 wet pounds of sludge up here.
Okay, so we're going in the mixing area now, where the crew here is going to mix the solids with the wood chips to start the process of compost.
Correct.
All right, let's check it out. Jose, we're at the back end of the compost building.
Yes.
Where the product is actually released. You have 3 bays here?
We have 4 bays.
4
Two
bays.
we have actively being used.
Okay, Tommy is up there. He's still loading the mix of the solids and the yard waste. Tell us about this process and how long it takes to make your product.
Yes, well, as you saw, we had the amendment, which is the yard waste and the sludge mixed, spilt over onto a conveyor with it. Then the skid steer then loads up. He's currently loading up bay 1, which will then have an agitator run through it. It will mix the material and push it forward. The bay itself is 260 feet long, and it takes approximately 26 to 30 days for it to go through the process, be mixed, be moved forward. We take temperatures of it. We need to have 3 consecutive days of 55 degrees Celsius to have a pathological kill of any bugs that are in there. And as that material moves forward, it comes to this end here, where it then spills over and is later collected by a front end loader, piled, and then we run it through a screener, get the rough material out, which will then be re-chipped and reused and recycled into the product.
So these bays, and we're going to see it shortly when the bays are in operation, but
Yes.
these are actually rails and the machine runs on it.
Correct. And that just comes towards us from the other end, mixing, and it's like a giant garden rototiller. Just make sure the material is mixed nice. There's a system of perforated pipes at the bottom that bring air also in. Also, we have an odor control system. This building has negative pressure, so it's constantly sucking, goes through the piping that you see hanging here, and goes through a biofilter to keep odors down so we don't disturb the neighbors with any odors.
You talked about temperatures earlier, so if the temperatures aren't right, what happens to the mix?
The mix, there might be some contaminants in there. It's just a matter of keeping the pathogens down.
All right, but you have to rerun it, right?
Yes, we'd have to
You
rerun
feed it all
and
through at the beginning.
And we go through laboratory testing and such. It's a whole process.
Okay, so we're at the east end of the compost building, 260 feet. We're at ground level. You're about ready to get the finished product out of the building. What else can you tell us, Jose?
Well, at the end of 26 to 30 days, what the agitator has moved along, the material has been mixed, it's come to temperature, it's been breaking down, it's been doing its biological thing, it has come to the end and piled up. What we then do with that, it's got some rough wood chip in it. We have our screener machine here that'll reduce the particle size down to a ½ inch, and it'll remove those larger pieces as you see at the end there, which we'll re-chip and reprocess into it. We will take that material, the fine screened material, and we'll load it up into the 2 Quonset bays that you'll see on the other side behind us. And that material is what is the finished product.
Okay.
A grade A biosolid compost.
Okay, we'll get a closer look at that, but right now we'll have Tom Andrade come in and get some of the product out so it can be screened.
Yes.
All right, great. You want? So there you have it. Here's our finished product, a valuable organic material for gardens, landscaping.
Plantings of all sorts.
Yeah. Jose, I feel some heat coming from it still.
Oh yeah, this will have heat for quite a while. A lot of bacteria activity going on. It's rather warm, and as you can see, if you got a nice close-up of that, that's a good soil amendment. That's a really nice, fine.
Yeah. So I know some people put a very, very light layer of that rather than using bagged fertilizer. You
Yep.
can use this compost made from Bristol products.
Yes,
right?
it is. And it is a fine product. That's
Yeah.
all
So-
things in Bristol.
So homeowners, this is free to all homeowners?
Yes, if the homeowner would like to come up here, they can grab some. I mean, if they're in a truck, though, we'll consider them a professional and we charge them for it.
Okay.
It's for homeowners' use, though.
Right. So what we did is we saved valuable space at the transfer station, the landfill up in
Yep.
Johnston.
Yep.
This is part 2 of our last month's episode from October when we started at the wastewater facility and we brought those solids,
Yep.
filtered the solids out of your process there, brought them up, mixed them with yard waste.
And we
And,
have a final product of a grade A bio compost.
Good. So how many facilities are like this in Rhode Island?
We are the only one.
Only one.
Yep.
And you guys are the best at it.
Yes, number
Yeah.
one.
I think you guys are at the top of your game from what I can see.
Thank you.
I
Yes, we
appreciate
are.
everything you do, Jose, and your staff.
Yep,
Thank
the
you.
staff is really good.
That's this month's episode of the Administrators Table. Stay well. It's a couple days before Thanksgiving, and hopefully you have a nice time with your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Hey, hey, Bristol, now what you gonna do? The whole world knows your colors come shining through and through. Hey, hey, Bristol, now what you gonna say? You're gonna have your hands full come Independence Day. Downtown is so charming and the people are so fine. Walk in any restaurant and you have a glass of wine. Here's some good old stories about the old and the new, and the tales of Bristol Harbor where the waters are so blue. The people come from miles around, we're the best town on the coast. Hey, I'm just from Bristol and I didn't mean to boast. We got restaurants, we got concerts, we got car shows Wednesday night. Come out, show you right, and we can step out for a bite. Hey, hey, Bristol, now what you gonna do? The whole world knows your colors come shining through and through. Hey, hey, Bristol.